Where is Are you doing yoga? Oh, they did all the shavasana. What's it called? Down dogs.
Maureen, can you hear me?
Hi.
No, you were already off mute. That's why I asked you.
Oh. All I heard was.
I'm good. I'm good. Sound quality's good?
Yep. I
Okay,
can hear.
cool. All right. I'm going to mute everybody now. God, I love your outfit. So cute. Hello, Paige, Allie, Stacy, Laura, Brittany Norris. Hello, Brittany Norris. It's good to see you guys. Okay, I'm gonna, if I can figure out how to do this. All right. So my name is Amber, and we're here for an hour. We've got an hour to flow and breathe together in this shared slash not so shared space. But we're all together in spirit. So let's go ahead and move down onto our mats. Let's take child's pose. And then straight away, just start to focus on your breath. And feel your body soften and sink deeper into your mat. If you're in the room with me, go ahead and raise a hand in the air if you prefer to decline physical touch at this time. Right. And settle down into a rhythm of your breath. On your next inhale, reach your fingers forward. And then press your hips to the back of your mat. Feel the whole length of your spine as your body elongates from the front to the back. And then soften your shoulders or your wrists. Draw your shoulder blades back onto your spine and then pull the pit of your belly in and up. Just engage everything. Get the body integrated. And then walk your hands back to tabletop. And so line your shoulders up on top of your wrists. Move your knees underneath your hips. And then start to take any gentle movement right now that feels good. And move into whatever feels intuitive, whatever feels light, fluffy. Our goal right now, our only goal right now, is to breathe and make ourselves at home in our bodies. I'll take any movement you need at all. Go ahead and everyone start to nod their head yes. And then shake your head no. And then stretch your right arm right out in front of your body, thumb facing the sky. Draw your shoulder back onto the socket. And then extend your left leg back. Point your toes down towards your mat. And we're not going to move anywhere. We're just going to feel how long we are. From your heel all the way out to your front middle finger. Hug in, stretch long. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release down to your mat. Let's take it to the other side. All right, stretch your left arm forward, reach the thumb up towards the sky. Then drop both of your shoulder blades back into your spine right here. Pull your belly, zip the belly up towards your back. Now take your right leg back. Point your toes down towards the earth. Flex your feet. And again, go long. Take another inhale. Exhale, tabletop. And then curl your toes under. Lift your knees about an inch off the ground right here. Good. Hug in skin, muscle, bone. Spread out all 10 of your fingers. And then press the knuckles of your hands down into the mat. Take a breath. Downward dog. At this time, lift your hips up to the sky, and your hips are the apex of this pose, so make sure that they're up in the air, the highest point. And to help with that, draw your shoulders back, press your chest toward your thighs. Start to breathe deeper now. And then that'll help you ease into this movement. So take a big breath in, and as you inhale, lift your right leg up into the air. And then start to move your ankle around. Maybe a point, a flex, a toe crack, some ankle rotation. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, bend your knee, roll your right hip on top of your left hip. So press your right heel over towards the wall, over towards whatever wall's on your left. Breathe. Take another deep breath in, and then start to shift your gaze. Look underneath your right armpit this time. Open up from your thoracic spine. Let your back open a little. Let your chest open. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And square your hips, straighten the right leg, and then step your right foot to your right hand. Low lunge. And maybe you bring your thumbs together first to make a little space. That helps sometimes. So you can bring the thumbs together. We want both of the hands to the instep of the right foot. And then from here, try to lower down to the lowest point of this pose. Keep the knee lifted, but lower your hips. And then draw your shoulders back. Reach your chest and the crown of your head forward. Yeah, maybe come down onto the forearms. That's great, Katie. Looks good. Come back up onto your hands. If you're on your forearms, step back to plank. And then right here, downward facing dog. Move your left leg up into the air. And play with that foot for a minute. See what comes out of it. Cracks and pops. Release of the joint. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. So we're pressing that left heel towards the right. Press it over hard, like you're trying to get out of your body. Yeah, but be mindful that the left hand doesn't come up off the mat and that you're not bending either elbow. See, we don't want to force anything. We just want to work within our body's boundaries, whatever there are right now. There's no long-term limits, but right now, we're at any given moment, we're always working with some short-term limits, right? Push the envelope a little bit. Look underneath your left armpit. Good, go further. Press that heel away from you, like you're trying to get that hip to disconnect from your body altogether. Good, then take a breath in. Square your hips. Step your left foot to your left hand. Low lunge. If you need to take a knee, by all means, take a knee. Take what you need. I just find I get a little bit of a better opening when I have my left leg, my back leg lifted. Right here, take a big breath in. If you can lower down, go a little lower. 2 more breaths. See what you find here. Take another breath in. High plank, step the left foot back. And then bring your shoulders right over your wrists and your heels right over your toes. Spread out all 20 of your digits. And then step your right foot to your right hand and your left foot to your left hand. Goddess pose. So turn your feet out to about 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock. Goddess pose is that little baby squat. Just looks like this. Yeah, right there. If you want to sit on your block, sit on your block. We're just trying to open up the hips for a second. Not trying to make ourselves too uncomfortable. Breathe. Wherever you are is perfect. And from here, try to press your tailbone down so that you're up nice and tall, so the back is long. Beautiful. Draw your shoulders back, press your chest forward. Take another breath. Drop your fingers, and then heel toe your feet in towards 12 o'clock. Let's take ragdoll. Happy hump day, everybody. Let anything that's built up on you so far this week, any tension, any compression, any depression, any repression, any oppression, all the essions, let those roll off your back. Let yourself open. Let the spine separate into all of its little constituent bones. And then drop your fingertips. Take a big breath in. Let's lift up into high mountain pose. Go long. Reach up, look up. Maybe let's take a little side bend over to the right. Maybe catch your left wrist with your right hand. Pull yourself over. And then come back up. Grab the right wrist with the left hand. Move over to the left. And come back up. This time, look up between your hands. If you can feel compelled to do so, go back or stay right here. Just shift your gaze up toward the sky. And then bring your hands together at heart center. Let's start class with 3 ohms. Everybody breathe in deeply. Big inhale. Open up your mouth. Huge exhale. Let everything relax. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Soften your neck and all of your other joints. Take another inhale in. Good. Fingers rise. Go back up. Reach up. High mountain pose. Exhale. Forward fold. And take a breath in. Come up halfway. And then fold. Good. Another time. Halfway lift. And press your hips back. Move the crown of your head forward. Fold. Get halfway rise. This time, reach your fingertips out in front of you. Bring your biceps up by your ears. And then lean back into your hips and your heels. Notice if you get a little more length this time. Breathe. And then drop your hands. Step your feet to the back of your mat. High plank. Okay. Draw your shoulders back onto your spine. Take a big breath in. Bend your elbows. Low plank. Stand hover right here. Take a breath in through your nose. Upward facing dog. Press your chest through your shoulders. 2 breaths here just to allow yourself to open. Look over your right shoulder. And maybe even add a little twist to this. See how far you can go. Maybe you unbalance your hips and peel the right hip back. Yeah, come back to center. Let's take it to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Draw your left hip back. Nice, Ollie. Take a big inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop your chest. Let your hips go up. Let out a big sigh. Good. Look between your hands. Make it to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Tadasana. Rise up. Reach. Exhale. Bow forward. Big inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, high to low. All in the same exhale. Up dog. Downward facing dog, let it go. Bend your knees, hop or step forward. Halfway lift, fold, Tadasana, rise. Bow forward. And inhale, half lift. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let it go. And look forward, go forward. Halfway rise, fold, Tadasana. Last time, get as long as you can. Reach up, expand from the inside out. Fold. Halfway lift, Chaturanga. Upward dog, downward facing dog. Bend your knees and leap to the front of your mat. Half lift, fold forward, Utkatasana. And straight away, bring the weight into your heels. Give yourself the space and the capacity to move back. So we're pulling the hips back, pulling the weight into the heels. Maybe you can lift your toes up off the mat right now. See if you can do that. And then draw your biceps up by your ears. Take a breath in. Bring your hands to heart center. And take a twist to the right side. So left elbow outside of the right knee. Big breath in, reach back up, chair pose. And then draw your hands back to heart center, twist left. And press into your palms. Look up over your top shoulder, take a breath. Chair pose. And fold. Halfway rise, Chaturanga, upward dog, downward facing dog. And pull your right leg up into the air. And then move your shoulders forward so they're right over your wrists. And bend your right knee. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Step your right foot to your right hand. We're going in steps. Now spin your back heel. Take a breath in, lift your arms, warrior one. And just notice all the little moving parts that it took to get you to this pose. And be aware of how it feels different when you slow it down. It's kind of like life. We piece together the moments, we get a whole life. You piece together these little micro movements, you get a whole pose, plus a transition. Look up between your hands. Bend your elbows. Let's go back. Cactus arms. Chaturanga Tadasana. Hit the mat. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. And draw your left leg upward. And roll forward. High plank. Left knee, left elbow. Draw it in. Hug it in. Step it up. And spin your back heel. As you inhale, lift your arms. As you exhale, bend your elbows. Go back. Cactus arms. Take it up. Warrior one. Chaturanga. Hit the mat. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Hop or jump forward. Actually, that's the same thing. Step or hop forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. And bring it in right now. Hug in from your ankles all the way up to your hips. And squeeze your inner thighs together. Take a breath. Forward fold. Halfway rise. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. At left side, warrior one. You don't have to go as slow as before, but just be mindful of what you're doing. And lift your arms up. Take a breath in. Reach your arms forward, half warrior one. So keep your biceps up by your ears. Keep your back flat like you're in warrior three. And then imagine somebody pulling on your wrist, tugging you forward a little more, just so you can get that extra length. Feel good? Good. On your exhale, swing your arms back, airplane arms. And then either stay right here or interlace your fingers, drop your chest between your thighs, humble warrior. Find your option. Take a breath. Let it go. Take another breath. Let that one go. Good, now inhale, rise back up, warrior one. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Some of you guys look upset. Was that rough? Good shoulder opener though, right? Good shoulder opener. Take your left foot forward, warrior one. Rise up. Exhale, reach forward. There you go, you got this, Sean. Good, take your hands back. Interlace your fingers if it's possible. If it's not, just keep reaching. And stay here or drop your chest between your thighs, humble warrior. No, I don't think so. You were on the left side, right? Oh, nope. Do the side you didn't do last time. There seems to be some confusion, so I'm guessing the common denominator is me. Flow to the other side, though. We don't want anyone to be, okay, good. Right here, lift back up into warrior one. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, hop or step forward. Halfway lift, fold, chair pose. One breath right here. Sink down, bow forward. And now half lift, chaturanga, upward dog, downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Breathe to rise. Exhale, chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing dog, left side, warrior one. Rise up. Exhale down, chaturanga, vinyasa through. And we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. 3 breaths right here. Notice the thoughts that are going around in your head right now. How's the self-talk progressing? How's the inner dialogue going? And however it is, make sure it's a narrative that you can tolerate, because I know all too often we beat ourselves up and tell ourselves mean things, and that kind of, that builds up and it pollutes the way that we think about ourselves. It muddies the waters. Soften your knees. Take a breath in and then lift your right leg up into the air. Bend your knee, open up your hip. So we've been here before. If you guys are ready now, go into flip dog straight away. Just drop that foot onto the ground softly. Reach your right hand forward. If wheel is in your practice, go for it. Breathe. Yes. There we go, ladies. Take a breath in, lift your hips up even higher. And then from here, let's go into fallen triangle. So if you're in flip dog, let's see if I can get in the, so if you're in flip dog, which hand do you have reaching forward? Right hand. Okay, so we're gonna come into plank from here. So the right hand's gonna come into plank. The right foot is gonna come up by the left hand. There you go. You got this. And then take the left arm up. Press both of your hips up to the sky. Press into the knife edge of your bottom foot. Both of your feet. Breathe right here. There you go. Everyone's got this. Take another inhale. Exhale, step your right foot to your right hand, low lunge. And set up your feet. But make sure there's enough space from left to right so that you can maintain when we rise up into high lunge. And then go there. Take a breath, lift your fingertips. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, twist to the right. Press into your hands. Create enough leverage so that you can twist open from your thoracic spine. And then make sure that you're long in your waist, so that you're feeling long in your waist. And when you're ready, open up your arms, go for a fuller expression, or lift your back foot off the ground. Go to revolved half moon. And if you're in revolved half moon, see if you can reach around, grab your foot. And we're just gonna keep layering options from here. Holly, go to revolved dancer. You guys have the option to stay put or lift up and keep going. There you go, take a breath in. Everybody back to your revolved crescent lunge. Nice, Dot, looks awesome. You guys play along, I love it. Okay. Hey, spin into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Take your right hand down, left arm lifts up towards the sky, and then just get as much height as you can here. If you're tiring out a little bit in your front thigh, go ahead and drop your right elbow onto your knee. At least then you're gonna get lots of height. So then find your rotation. Draw your left shoulder back, press your right shoulder forward. Now take a breath, maybe a bind, or step up into birds of paradise. Or whatever Holly's doing. Does that have a name, Holly? Oh, revolve standing split. Is that what it is? I've never seen that variation. It's cool though. Me gusta. Good, we're gonna step back to side plank. So plant your left hand on the ground, and then either step the right foot back underneath the left foot, or drop your right knee on the ground. Oh, wait, nope, guys, we're setting all we were here. We're just going here. Yep, so right hand plants, right foot steps back. And you can either drop the right knee, or you can move the right foot underneath the left foot. Breathe. Yes, everybody's there, good. Take one more breath in. Paige, move your hand back a little bit just so it's underneath your shoulder. There you go, perfect. One more inhale. Exhale, high plank. Then low plank. Breathe in, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. And take it up. Bend your knee, open your hip. Stay or flip your dog. Breathe. Yeah, stay or go for wheel. There you go, Sham. Yes. There you go. One more breath right here. Press up. And then right here, go into your fallen triangle. So we're going to take the left foot up by the right hand. And left arm lifts, or no, right arm lifts. Press your hips up to the sky. Really nice, Katie. Good job. There you go. Okay. Step your left foot by your left hand, low lunge. Set it up. Take a breath. Lift your arms, crescent lunge. We're gonna take 2 breaths right here, just to adjust. Take your arms up. Look up between your hands. Take a big breath in. Exhale, drop your hands to heart center, twist to the left. And so either stay here expanding, open up your arms, or maybe get ready for the progression. Take your back foot off the ground if that's where you want to go. Revolved half moon. From here, maybe you bind with your last foot, your back foot, revolved Shavasana, and then revolved dancer. Yes, Dot. Yes, everybody, take a big breath in. Big breath out. Let's all meet up in revolved half moon or revolved crescent lunge. Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Breathe, breathe deeply. And if you need to take this as more of a rest pose, that elbow on the knee really is nice. Take what you need. Breathe right here. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant the left hand on the mat. Step your left foot back. Slide it underneath the right. Maybe drop your knee on the ground for more support. Breathe. Katie, slide your hand back a little bit. That hand. Yeah, move, there you go. Or move your shoulder up. Perfect. Yeah. Just make sure that we're practicing safe alignment. This is one of those poses that you really want to be stacked in. Everybody out there in virtual land looks great. Take another inhale. And then come into high plank, low plank, up dog, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Taking another breath. This time let out a huge sigh. Bend your knees, hop or step forward. Halfway lift, fold, chair pose. And bring your hands together at heart center, and then take your right foot over your left thigh. Sit down into your hip. So you guys can stay here. You can fold forward. But if you fold forward, keep the bend in your left knee. You can go into flying pigeon, grasshopper, or you can do this. You can sit down and lift your heel up and just try to balance right here. Breathe. That's a low squat, Sham. I love it. One more inhale right here. Go wherever you want to go. Yeah, balance, fly, ground. Ragdoll. Everybody ball your fists up like this. And then do this. Yeah, I don't really usually give that as specific instruction, but I feel like it helps. Everybody pounds it out, tenderize the meat that's back there. And then take your feet back together, rise up into chair pose. And sit the weight back into your heels. Take an inhale, lift your left foot up and over the right thigh. Flex your toes. Take a breath, sit down lower, bring your hands to heart center, and then stay or play. But at least get curious. You know, if you don't want to play with anything, I want you to ask yourself, what's stopping you from trying? Fear is our friend sometimes. It lets us know where we're stuck. Beautiful. Everyone take one more breath. Ragdoll. Take some fists, pound out the backs of your legs again if that feels good. Or grab your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes, pull yourself down further. If something feels like it's stuck in your back, Sway from side to side. Step your feet together. Let's take our right leg back into standing split or three-point balance. So options are, if you need more support, walk your hands further out in front of you. This could almost, this could be borderline three-legged down dog if you need it. If you need less support, walk your hands back towards your ankle, maybe grab your ankle. If you're working handstands right now, start to kick up. If you guys there are at home and you want to play, go find a wall. Oh, Dot's on her, what is that thing called, Dot? A heads up? Feet up. Oh, yeah, feet up. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Breathe. Three more breaths. Sham. Nice. Yeah. All of you guys are doing so great. Child's pose. Allow yourself to decompress right here. Three more breaths. Downward facing dog. And then tiptoe your feet up to your hands. Let's let the backs of our legs stretch out as we move. So walk slowly. Take as many steps as you need to get there. Maybe even flat-footed if you can manage that. There you go, Sham. And when you get to the front, standing split or three-point balance on your left. Take the left leg back. Let your chest move towards your thighs. Take a big inhale. Stay or kick up. I remember when we used to play, or not play, but we used to practice cartwheels and handstands when I was little. We'd always be like, oh, this one is my bad side. But the truth is, there really is no bad side. There's just an opportunity for us to equalize. It's one that we work more and the one that we work less. And that's kind of like life, right? We've got our strengths, we've got our weaknesses. And that shows us where we hang in the balance. Breathe. Go to child's pose when you're ready. The thing I love most about this practice is there's no way to be a master in this practice. There's not really any way to be any master in any kind of practice, or else it wouldn't be a practice. Even when you see people holding handstands, if you pay attention, you can see the micro movements that are occurring in their core and their fingers. Every second, things are changing. They're recalibrating. The equilibrium is changing, and everything. The center of gravity is shifting. There is no perfect. So if there are judgments right now resting on you, self-judgments, loosen those up. Downward facing dog. And step your right foot to your right hand, warrior one. Warrior two, open up. Draw your shoulder blades back onto your spine. Press them into your body. And then straighten your front leg. Let's reach forward into triangle. 3 breaths right here. And take this as a rest if you need it. But integrate. Pull your top hip on top of your bottom hip. Draw open. Draw your chest up towards the ceiling. Take another breath. Warrior two. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Warrior two. Right, pull your right knee over your ankle. Right, take a breath, coming down a little lower. And then come up a little higher, straighten your front leg. Reach your left hand forward, drop into triangle. And stack your top shoulder over your bottom shoulder, top hip over your bottom hip. Open up. One more breath. Fill up deep. Open up wide. Let it go. Warrior two. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come into plank. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Take it over your left elbow. Take it back to your right elbow. Step it up. Good. Take it back. High plank. Take your left knee to your left elbow. Take it to your right elbow. Take it back to your left elbow. Step it up. Let's do that one more time. High plank. Right knee, right elbow. Left elbow. Right elbow. Low lunge. High plank. Good. Left knee, left elbow. Right elbow. Left elbow. Low lunge. Oh, you guys are doing so good. I can't stump you. Step back to plank. Good. And then just set this up for, make this your realist, like things are getting real. Am I right? Things are getting real. Maybe you're trembling a little bit. Maybe the arms are shaking, belly's shaking, heels are shaking. That's good. That means that you guys are letting go what you're holding on to. So let go of what you must. Bend your elbows. Come to a hover over your plank, over your mat. Lower down onto your belly. Good job. Good work. Pick a cheek, any cheek. Come to rest. And breathe. You know, sometimes when I don't have anything intelligent to say, I always refer to this book over here. I don't know if you guys over there in your computer can see how tattered this up. It's a wreck because we use it so often. But we had a teacher training weekend a week or two ago, and one of our teachers asked one of our teachers in training to pick up the book, open it up, and just start reading from whatever page. And I could tell as soon as she started reading it, we always called it the magic book because when you open it up, it always tells you something that you need to hear. And I've been listening to this girl talk all weekend, and so as soon as she started reading it, I was like, oh, that's for her. It was perfect. And sometimes we don't see when something's staring us in the face because we're too absorbed in our own story. When we're in our own story, we miss things. Other people can see it sometimes, but sometimes we ourselves miss the bigger picture of our own lives. Where in your life are you getting dragged down into your story? Into the drama? When you realize that's happening, it's a really easy fix. I'm going to tell you, all you have to do is just redirect. You come right back to the present moment. And sometimes we slide out again and it's like, oh, I'm back. Just keep coming back. Let's go to locust. Let's stay present. Draw everything in towards your center line. So let's zip up the backs of our legs, draw our arms back, interlace your fingers if you can, and then pull everything up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, exhale, lower back down. Let's do it again. Locust pose. Everybody up. Breathe. Good. Now uninterlace your fingers. Bend your knees. Draw them up. Let's go to bow. And to squeeze everything in towards your center line. Move your shoulders back. And those of you who are doing single leg bow, we'll do bow again. Let go. Take your knees side to side. Come back up. Bow pose. Last time. All right, let's get ridiculous. Everybody start to rock and roll on your front. Get some momentum. Yeah, there you go. Come on. You guys can do this. You think you can't, but you can. Make it happen. There you go. See, Katie? You got, Allison, you got this too. You guys at home, you got this. Some of you guys are like, what is she talking about? Allie, it's a little dark in there, but I can totally see you moving. Paige, Brittany, yeah, all of you guys are doing this. Good. All right, let go. Upward facing dog or cobra. So whatever you choose, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, lift up into a baby cobra, or press up and back into an up dog. If you're in cobra, come into up dog, and everybody we're going to meet in downward facing dog. Look between your hands, hop or step onto your to the front of your mat, and then sit down on your sits bones. At Eastern tabletop. So bring your hands to face your hips. So fingers are, you guys can't see what I'm doing. It's been months and I always forget where this camera is. So fingers are going to be facing the hips and you're going to be either straight leg or bent leg. So let's see. So Holly's doing the straight leg version. Anyone else want to demonstrate the bent leg one for me? Yeah, there you go, Katie. Yeah, so Katie's doing the bent leg version. So you guys choose your variation and then get up. Just notice what happens to your shoulders when you allow your head to drop back and your chest to open up. Spread out your fingers, grip the mat. Grip the mat with your feet too. And then hug in skin to muscle to bone. Release. And this is going to do you guys, this shoulder opener, it's intense. It's going to do you a world of good when you go into your wheel in a second. So we can preface that with a bridge. Everybody get up, bridge or wheel, whatever you need right now. If you're ready for wheel, what are you waiting for? If you need a bridge first, beautiful. Go straight into it. Lift up. And press into your hands and feet. Get your hips up as high as they'll go. Wow, that's a deep back bend, Sean. Awesome. And then lower down. Take your knees side to side. Let's go back up. Bridge or wheel. Focus on how open your shoulders are right now. Let's bring our attention onto our shoulders. So press your chest through your arms. So for you guys here in the room, that means press your chest toward the mirror. For you guys there at home, press your chest through your shoulders. Open up, make space. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release. Take your knees side to side. Last one, 5 breaths. Everybody up. Good, go now, because if not now, then when, right? We're always saying, I'll be happy when, I'll do this when, I'll wait until. No until Just go now. Breathe, press up, lift up. And then 2 more breaths. Good, keep it going strong. Inhale and exhale. You guys have got this. You've been doing it since you were born. Breathe. And then let go. Come all the way down. Beautiful, Allison. High five. And all you guys there at home, take your knees out wide. Take the soles of your feet together. You guys are so spiritual that even your feet have souls. It's probably the stupidest joke I've ever made up. And yet I'm kind of pleased with myself. Oh. Happy baby. So pull your knees onto your chest. Pull your low back down towards the mat. Allow yourself some grounding. Notice how good it feels just to be up against the earth and to feel totally supported. Melt right here. This is our hip opener for the day, guys. And I know that sounds like a joke, but if you've done this in yin, you will know this is not a drill. This is real life, and it gets realer. Pull both of your knees down even harder. If you think about it, this is kind of like frog, just on your back. I've been trying to hold myself more responsible lately for the things that I say, the things that I think, and obviously always the things that I do. I think a lot of us forget that at any given moment we're actively engaged in the creation process, whether we're aware of it or not. So most of us are kind of passively going through, well, not most of us, but there's a good number of us on this planet that are passively going through life, just allowing things to happen to them. And it feels good to know that we're not powerless, guys. We're doing this. We're doing this thing whether we know it or not. Like, it's happening. Life is happening all around us. We're creating everything as we go. It's happening all around us. Like, what are you creating now? You may just be laying here, but you're also doing things with your body. You're doing things with your mind. You may not be speaking, but you're doing things with your breath. It's all happening right now in this moment. And that's the only moment there is and ever will be. So claim your power. Pull down a little bit harder on your knees. And soften your back into the mat. Drop your shoulders. Notice if your shoulders are, what's the word? Careening? Tensing? Tensing. If your shoulders are tensing up by your ears, let them go. Relax your neck. Take one more breath in. And then release your feet. Take your feet straight up to the sky. Put a block under your hips, or maybe draw your legs up and support yourself in shoulder stand. Hands to the low back. Right now you're either creating relaxation for yourself, you're creating restoration, or you're creating something different. You know what you need. There's no judgment in the space other than what you bring to it. From here, take your feet over your head if that's the next step. Go ahead and remove your block. Bring your knees straight onto your chest. If it feels good, go ahead and give yourself a nice rock from side to side, maybe opening up the spine a little by dropping the knees over to the right side of the mat and then over to the left side of the mat, maybe pausing or maybe just continuing the movement. Now hug your knees back onto your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. You deserve it. And hug in skin to muscle to bone. Get yourself really tight. Just allow yourself to tense up everywhere. Get ready for the release that you're about to experience. Take a breath in right here. Sharp intake. Hold it. Exhale, open up. Savasana. Let your body slowly unwind. Let your mind unwind. Allow yourself to drift down and away. Pull all of your awareness and your attention back to your space. Start to move all the parts of your body. Anything that needs to take movement, take movement. Fingers, toes, ankles and wrists. breathe. And then bring everything onto your chest. Bring yourself into a little ball again. And then roll onto your left side, or right side, sorry. Roll onto your favorite side, why not that? And then take a breath in. Roll on up. Come onto your seat. And bring your hands together at heart center. Let's finish class with one Om. Lift your thumb knuckles to forehead center. Together we bow as we say namaste. Namaste. Hey, good work, everybody, in-house and out of house. Thank you guys for coming. We have an awesome handstand workshop that's coming up. That's going to be led by our own lovely Holly and our owner, Leah Green. That's coming up in the next week, July 6th, so 2 weeks. But yeah, if you guys want to join us, we're going to provide you the skills, the tools, the strength necessary to get upside down and then stay there. So the only experience necessary is what would you say? Yeah, because we're going to, could you guys hear her? Maybe I should put this on you.
I would say being comfortable going upside down and maybe playing around in headstand and feeling confident there. But we'll do a ton of core drills to build on your strength and show you how to engage it so that you can get upside down and learn to hold it.
Perfect. Thank you, Holly. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for coming. And I hope I see you guys again really soon. Thanks for being here tonight. Have a great Wednesday. Bye.